And we are live. Hey guys.
Hey.
So,
Yellow.
joining us today is, of course, Tricky
Who's up?
Dick. And our good old friend, Nick McFoxtail. Say hi, Nick.
Hello.
I'm so glad that y'all chose not to try to confuse the audience by doing it the other way around.
We're not that mean.
I'm sorry, I figured that was the less awkward way to do it. And of course, it is I, DK3D. So let us go. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, I believe.
You know, I feel like one of these days your video is just going to be copyrighted for using that line at the beginning.
I don't think so, because I don't think they own that line either. And I don't think the Japanese
You know
company
what?
cares.
I'm not even sure that they would care enough.
I'm gonna go with that. Also, I don't know. I think it's also, in a way, making the series more popular in a way by continuously mentioning it. Okay, so last time on Dragon Ball Z, y'all were in a prison in a space station. What was the name of the station, Nick?
I don't know.
Thankfully, I do, because I actually wrote this down. Yay! It is the Blue
I
Moon
wrote it. I
Station.
wrote it. I wrote it down too. I'm pretty sure, but I don't have access to my stuff.
What's the name of it?
The Blue Moon Station.
Blue Moon Station.
It 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 rotates around. It is actually in the orbit of LaCroix's moon. The leader of the station, Adamus Malcor, Adamus Malcor, you rescued from cell block B, and with his help, you managed to retake cell block A and retake the station, which you discovered the infamous trumpets had apparently been rescued from cell block A. And he left a note where you could find your weapons, and he sent his sincerest apology for the minor discomfort that you faced. With that said, the station is now completely under control. You ran back into the Arbites' Jackie, who was beating the heck out of one of the criminals, who apparently failed to escape. And with that, you now have an Arbites entourage back to the planetary governor. And this time, there will not be any cotton candy.
Good.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. Yay! I like the fact, like, I'm sorry guys, I actually do have I'm actually starting to write things down now. I used to be a bad GM. I'm saying this for the audience's sake. Every time they'd ask me what a character's name was, I was like, well, do you remember it? And they're like, no. Okay, well, now his name is... We had one character's name, I swear, changed 5 times because none of the players or I remembered their name. And then I kind of felt a little bad about that.
He was just a very fluid character.
Yeah. Well, that might also mean that I didn't write the character very well. But I don't think we had a chance. Like the character was a very minor character, so it wasn't.
Who we apparently decided to visit a lot of times.
I know, like, yeah. But the thing is, that's the great thing about Dark Heresy, is that it's very player driven and very dynamic. To be honest with you, there's absolutely nothing stopping the players attempting to kill all the Arbites and like land on the planet and shoot the governor. That totally can happen if they want to. I hope they don't
Yep,
do
but
that.
that's completely counterintuitive to our mission.
Yeah, it is totally counterintuitive. But of other Dark Heresy campaigns I've seen other GMs do, they've actually seen where a NPC came and said, "I have everything you need," and one player took that NPC over to the other side of the ship and blew their brains out. Because sometimes
Dang.
players have to make a point to the GM. With that said,
Maybe the GM needs to not help them so much.
Well, actually, the player kind of regretted the decision when they discovered that there was custom art made for that character and everything that they just killed.
Okay.
Okay. With that said, y'all are currently in the presence of investigate. Well, actually, I'm trying to think what his rank would be. I'm just gonna say Arbites Jackie and his fellow other Arbites.
Well,
Y'all
I
are in a
think it's
very
time
nice
that we
little
go meet.
shuttle, and you're heading to the planetary governor's office. Is there anything y'all want to do before y'all arrive?
Nope.
No. Let's go.
Is there any conversation, Tricky, that you want to have with anyone before you arrive?
Before I arrive?
Yeah.
Well, who is there? Who's there right now?
Let's see. Mia, Raven, and Hasieko.
Did you actually bring
Are all-
Raven with you?
No. I was about to say that they're all still on the station.
Well, I should probably talk to Mia and give her a knife back.
No. They're still on the station. They're still with the doctor.
Oh.
Oh, you're really lucky, Tricky. You could hold on to that knife a little bit longer.
Nope. That's a nice knife.
That's
So,
a knife.
Tricky,
That kills
That's-
more than the
Tricky, I suppose you
This
can
is
have a
more
conversation
damage
with
than the shotgun.
Kansas or Soviet.
What's up?
No, I don't want to talk to either one of those guys.
You don't want to talk to him. Do you want to talk to Nick?
No, let's just go to the governor's stuff.
Okay. So, by the way, just so you know, the reason I do these pauses is just in case, like, there's some sort of moment that you wish to have with another character or with another player, like a bond of friendship kind of building moment.
Nick, is there a moment you would like to have with me?
No, I'm good.
I love how you word that, Tricky. I love how you word that.
See, I was already I was already pushing him away before he finished his sentence.
I don't need a moment.
Okay. Oh, I love how y'all destroy my words. Okay, so now the Arbites shuttle lands right in front of the door leading to the planetary governor's mansion. And a team of Arbites led by Jackie, they form kind of like a protective circle around you and escort you directly into them. And a guard kind of goes, "Hey, what's going on?" And the Arbites just dismisses them. And the guards just kind of look really confused. Jackie goes on ahead and informs one of the secretaries that a Imperial task force is to see the governor.
I mean, we had a meeting originally, but we're a little late.
And you hear the secretary mention that they were scheduled much earlier, and Jackie mentions that you were delayed by criminal scum. And he says that with such disgust. Like he's a personal mission to take these people out.
Yeah.
So you
Authorities have a very high standing of the law.
Alright. Y'all are now rushed into a meeting room, and you're mentioned that the planetary governor will be with y'all shortly. The Arbites give you a salute and head off under the direct order of Jackie. And he has them move into kind of defensive locations around the palace.
Taking no chances today.
No, because what investigator Jackie saw was the fact that the people that he wants to stop went really out of their way to stop you from having this meeting.
Yeah.
Which suggests to him that the bad guys don't want this meeting to happen, which means that this meeting needs to happen.
This meeting should happen. If the bad guys are going very heavily out of their way to prevent this meeting, let's suggest that this meeting has a good chance of success.
With that said, a servant comes in and says, can I get you something to drink?
I will take a water.
Okay, one water for Nick.
Recap.
Turkey's gonna have recap. Okay. Okay, so the servant comes back in with Nick's water, a recap for Tricky, and who else is there? Indeed. Nick, who else is there?
We have Tech Priest of Delphi.
Okay, Tech Priest of Delphi has some sanctioned oil.
Okay, we have Rachel.
Rachel gets a recap.
We have Soviet.
Soviet gets some sort of light ale.
And then we have Tantus.
With Ritalin in it?
What now? It's Ritalin? I don't think any of us wants to see Tantus on Ritalin. I'm sorry, not Tantus. Victor on Ritalin.
You know what? I'm kind of curious if Adam's, like, preparing himself to go rampaging through town. Because Soviet hasn't returned yet. Because we probably should have been back much earlier.
Meanwhile, in another part of town, a blue space marine is breaking through doors, screaming, "Have you seen this man?" with some sort of
wouldn't Captain Titus stop him?
No. No, Captain Titus isn't stopping him.
Wouldn't Captain Titus at least try to reel him in?
Captain Titus apparently is busy with something.
Okay. Probably landing some very bad news. But no, I'm going to continue with the meeting.
Okay. Tantus has. Let's see. What would be a Tantus has hibiscus red tea. It's a kind of berry tea.
Hold on, baby.
Oh my. Is everything okay, Tricky? I think Tricky's having a fun time. Okay.
Okay.
That. Oh, you doing okay, Tricky?
Yeah, I just had to let my dog inside.
So, does the governor come into the room now?
Yes, the planetary governor comes in, and his wife, and two other guards come in, and one of the guards is not wearing a helmet, and one of them is.
Okay.
And the governor sits first. The governess sits next. The guard without a helmet sits next, and then the guard with a helmet, and then two advisors also sit down.
Okay. Well, Governor, I apologize for being late.
Well, from what the Arbites have told us is that you had one hell of an adventure.
What did he say?
He said someone apparently forged some sort of criminal record for all of y'all, and apparently bounty hunters kidnapped you. And something about attempting to detain you, and there was some mention about you getting bored and large explosions in a space station, and apparently a lot of credit damage that I'm going to have to replace.
Yeah. Well,
Which I admit, if that damage didn't happen, criminal elements may have taken control of a space station, which is, to be honest, worth much, much more than a few credits for new walls. So I can see that
yeah.
things detaining you is not very effective.
Well, I mean, they also didn't do it in a very good. I mean, they weren't very good at it either. Yeah. If they had been smart about it, we may have at least been in there for a few more hours. But yeah, they weren't smart about it. So.
How did the bounty hunters capture you anyway?
Cotton
Pouring down.
Pouring down cotton candy. Okay.
No.
No, it's pouring down rain, and I got two idiots in my pool.
Ooh, cool. We had apparently a thing happen here involving
Yeah,
a car
they can't. I
exploding
would
or
say.
something. Anyway.
Yes, you can't. Well, they drugged us on our way here.
Some sort of dispenser of some sort?
Yep.
Well, hopefully no one was injured.
No, there were a lot of injuries. And a lot of deaths on their part.
It's always better. Well, it's unfortunate that the criminal Trumpets escaped. Though,
well,
he tends to go into hiding after
Hold
escaping.
on. It's thunderstorming now.
Okay. Well, he was at least smart enough not to directly cross me. I'll give him that.
Well, he's kind of one of those idiot savants.
What?
He's kind of like one of those idiot savants.
Now, Governor, I'm told that you have acquired certain objects.
Yes, we were informed that you were looking for them. Oh, welcome back, Tricky.
Yeah, I had to. Sorry.
Well,
we
no.
would like to take them off. Governor, we would quite personally like to take them off your hands.
Personally, we were going to hand it over to the Inquisition. And you see them kind of speak quietly amongst themselves. Because technically you are members of the Imperial Guard, and you're not normal guards of the Imperium. You are a task force. And now they're kind of arguing on exactly should they give it to you, should they give it to the Inquisition.
Well,
I'm sorry. What are they thinking about giving us?
They're the ones currently holding the C10 souls that you came for. Parts of the C10s.
Governor, I know that a lot of people have reason to dislike the Inquisition.
Yeah, but the thing is,
None more
if
than
they come here and we don't have it, they might be a little
See the
upset.
weather out there? That's the towel he brought you out? No, this is so wet.
Well,
Oh, it's folded in half. Don't bring it out, please.
it wouldn't be the
Turn the
first
filter off.
Inquisitors.
Did you get the towel? No, I mean, how many towels do you need? Can you just...
Why don't we take a pause for a moment?
Okay.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time I've seen the Inquisition invade a planet.
Well, we don't actually want to give them a reason to do that.
But, I would prefer not to, but I also know that we may be better suited to dealing with them than the Inquisition.
I don't resist that concept, but I also... We're not really sure we want to upset agents of the Inquisition. Maybe you could wait and you could maybe go with them and maybe talk to trying to deny something.
I'm sorry, I can't really hear you over Turkey.
I know. That's why I said let's wait a moment.
You would expect me to dry off? I can't even dry a towel! I know, but before that, you said... Are you kidding? Oh, I thought
Okay. Any first thing that's in that again?
I don't know, is it? I think
Sounds like it's quieted down now, so. But you can't. Well, what did you say to me?
the suggestion that they've come up with is if you could wait until the Inquisition come, and then you could bring your inquiry to them. Because, as they've been told, that an Inquisitor is actually not being sent, just agents of the Inquisition, and that maybe y'all could come to some sort of agreement together.
Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't had much luck with the Inquisition in the past, but maybe these ones will be reasonable.
That way, at least they're not the ones that handed over something for the Inquisition. That the Inquisition could then make its own decision.
Okay, I'm back.
Governor, personally, we will wait for these. Governor, if it makes you feel better, we will wait for these agents of the Inquisition to come. We will speak with them on the subject.
Okay.
However, it concerns me that the mercenaries in the area are so heavily attempting to get these items.
True, though maybe the Inquisition may be armed to work together to ensure the acquirement of those items.
Oh.
Do you know how long it will be until the members of the Inquisition arrive?
Yeah, they're supposed to arrive, and then they asked one of the advisors, and the advisor said they should be here by tomorrow at noon.
Well, I think personally we can wait that long, and I think it would do me and those of my crew that have been wounded a chance to get some good rest in.
That's it. That's a
And
capital
we
idea.
should probably inform the rest of our crew we're okay before the space marines on our ship start knocking doors down.
Most excellent idea.
Assuming they haven't already, I apologize if they have started knocking doors down.
Well, no one gets upset at an Adaptus Astartes for very long.
Well,
It's just bad business.
DK, actually, you know what? Did Tantus ever give the other data plate to the governor?
He has not.
Wasn't he told he should give that data plate to the governor?
Yes, by Jackie.
Tantus, I believe you have something for the governor, do you not?
I've read it, and I have decrypted it.
What did you say?
He mentions that he's already decrypted, he read it, and it seems the governor already knows all this information. So he doesn't feel the need to reiterate something the governor already knows.
Well then, never mind. Unless there's anything else, Governor, I think it's best that we be on our way.
You all rise, and the thing is, as you're starting to rise, the planetary governor and the governess leave, and so do the advisors, but the guards stay behind.
Thank you.
Okay.
And one of the guards says, please, let us sit and let us talk a little bit longer.
Okay, well, I guess we'll sit back down then.
I'm a little concerned that these mercenaries are very much after this object of absolute heresy. I'm shocked that you actually want it, but there's a difference. You're willing to listen to the governor, and I can tell from your eyes that you're going to. So, why don't we take this relationship one step further? I was curious if you'd like to join us in keeping it safe before the Inquisition arrive.
Well, I think we can arrange for support to arrive from the rest of our team.
Most excellent. Well, I have many resources myself. I'm not one to neglect when I see some very extra resources that could be tapped.
But personally, I believe I may have encountered these mercenaries before. And I think I would like to find their leader again. And, well, I feel like I'd like to tell him several choice words.
You know that there was a big shootout while you were gone.
Was there?
Yeah, we apparently one of the streets heading to the governor's palace. There were some men armed with rocket launchers.
Okay.
We discovered them, and it turned into a giant shootout. There were a lot of people who got wounded in the crossfire, but we managed to, well, take them down. Obviously, this was a threat. May have been devised to may have been for you, but
Well, I feel that may be entirely necessary if we assist in making sure this object stays safe.
we found amongst the bodies, there were several heavy stubbers, rocket launchers. We even found something that required a very large issue. They had one heavy bolter.
A heavy bolter.
Yeah.
How would I get one of those?
Well, first off, you, I, and everyone in this room could not hold that thing, nor carry it.
Because I would want to if I thought I could.
This heavy
Then how
bolter
are
was
they using
designed
such-
for something a lot larger.
Are you suggesting that they may have access to, well, those?
I believe they might have some... We saw marks that suggested something quite strong. We think they might have a mutant amongst them.
Well, I think it's maybe best that I bring my team in then.
Yeah, I don't know if they have any more of those heavy bolters, and I don't know what it might do.
You know, there are those
What's all that?
well, we do have some space marines among our crew. They may be able to make use of such items.
That may be.
Well, I suppose you know where to find us if we can assist. And I shall head back and gather my team.
Okay. That would be most excellent. And he takes out his hand and offers his hand.
I'm going to shake hands.
Okay. And he returns the shake.
Yeah, and I'm going to shake it again.
Okay. He offers his hand to Tantus, and Tantus doesn't shake his hand. He just stares at him with what looks like mild disgust.
Excuse me. I'd like to find Jackie.
Okay.
Jackie.
Nick. What'd you find?
I'm meeting with the governor and the others. It's rather interesting. I heard there was a shootout, however, between the mercenaries.
No, that's not the point. Good.
Oh my.
Where's the stack? God damn it, Lincoln, bring me that. That's not the point.
Listen, Jackie. I heard there was a large shootout between the mercenaries and local forces.
There was. Unfortunately, we don't know very much about it because the Palace Guard has kept it very quiet.
Well, sounds like to me they're looking for my assistance.
I don't know.
Huh. I would, however, appreciate it, Jackie, if you kept us informed on any information you may learn on these mercenaries. I would very much like to personally put some bullets into certain people's heads. doing a lot of damage, so
Are
we
you
do not need to
are
be
you gonna
hurt.
survive, Tricky?
I hate my life.
That
I hate being left alone with my kid and dogs and everything.
I'm sorry, Tricky. No, but I'm talking, Jackie. It sounds like these mercenaries are exactly the kind of people that we should be hunting down as an Imperial task force. They've put a lot of innocent lives at risk.
Did you hear anything? I mean, what's funny is I understand the destruction the rocket launchers did, but there's just I don't understand. Like, we know the rocket launchers, we can see the explosions, but we don't know why they're keeping it so hush hush.
Well, it seems the mercenaries have something to do with the reason I'm here, obviously. That they may have found a heavy bolter on the scene.
Do they think maybe an Ogren was carrying it?
A mutant, possibly.
No, yes, an Ogren is a mutant, an abhuman.
Yeah, I was agreeing. I was agreeing with him.
And then he starts, like, kind of, he starts rubbing his chin, and, like, he whispers something in, like, Homo sapien gigantus.
Jackie.
Yes.
Do I have any reason to believe these mercenaries? Have I had any proof that these mercenaries are actually the same ones I met earlier?
You know that maybe they both have formal service in the Death Corps. Oh, sorry, not the Death Corps.
They both have what?
That they both served in the same. They came from the same regiment. That's all you know.
Jackie, I once met a mercenary group from the same regiment as those we're currently dealing with. I don't know if they're connected in any way, however...
Tantus stops for a second and mentions that they all came from the Death Corps of Krieg. Based on some of the masks that they're wearing. Though the ones that we met with before, their uniforms were less tattered, at least from what he saw from the images showed with him of the attack.
Yeah, I don't know. It personally concerns me. We have been invited to assist the palace guard in protecting the object in question until members of the Inquisition arrive.
Very well.
How does Jackie take this news?
He seems slightly surprised. But he seems to understand.
Now, Jackie, I think it may be best if me and my group return to our ship quickly before the Space Marines on board start, getting restless with the fact that we haven't returned.
That's a great idea. I don't want to test on how many whacks of a shot ball it takes to bring down a space marine.
You know, I am one in particular is rather attached to one of the members of this group, so he may be slightly concerned that we didn't return nearly as soon as we said we would.
Well, Nick, before you go, do you know if there's only one of those things? One ogre? Agra, sorry.
We don't.
Careful. You don't want to get in fisticuffs with that thing.
Well, I don't want to get into fisticuffs with much about anything.
No, all
Kind
the
of my
things to not
idea.
get in fisticuffs with. Not that.
Well, I'm pretty sure the Grey Knights would have killed me first. So, between the two of them, I'm pretty sure the Grey Knights would have done worse. But I don't exactly have 3 Space Marine chapters backing me up this time, so.
It's true.
Tales from other worlds.
Tales from other worlds, indeed.
I'm sure that's been recently listed under accomplishments.
Yeah, but some of them are maybe questioned a little bit because they're kind of mysterious.
Oh wait, what? You know what, DK? I can't physically write a report for reasons, but I want to have written a report about those events and have sent it to Commander in full detail. What happened?
Okay.
Full details on exactly what happened. I have this image flashing in my head of the commander taking a break in his room at one point during the Arcadia fight, just taking a break, sitting down, drinking recaf, looking at this message, just reading the message, and then just face palming. That's kind of the image I see there. When he reads our report on what happened on that planet governor's homeworld. But yeah. Okay, well, we shall return to our ship now, Jackie. And with this, we go back to the ship.
Tricky, is there anything you want to do before you leave?
Well, we spoke to Jackie, we spoke to the governor. No, I think we're just gonna
I asked Tricky what
go back to the ship.
Yeah, I asked Tricky if there's anything he wants to do. Tricky, is there anything you want to do?
I would like to take the heavy bolter if we could. Maybe we can mount it to one of our vehicles
they
or something
mentioned that they
in the
found
future.
one. They didn't specifically tell you where it was right now.
Okay.
Basically, they said.
All right. Well, I really wanted it.
Tricky. You can't you can't physically carry that. You'd have to get Adam to carry that.
Yeah, but I might be able to put it on a Jeep or something.
I think even that's questionable.
You could put it on a heavy Jeep, but I think the bullets might be too much for you.
We're not entirely sure you could lift the rounds.
All right. I'm good. Let's go.
A heavy bolter is heavy for a Space Marine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's head back to the ship.
Okay, but no, Tricky, is there anything you want to do other than attempt to acquire the heavy bolter?
There is nothing I would like to do at this time. No.
Did you want to ask about the heavy bolter?
No, not if I can't equip it on anything.
I mean, you could always mount it to the ship.
Doesn't do me any good.
Well, I mean,
I can always what?
I mean, technically,
mount it to the ship.
You could always mount it to the ship, or you could put it on the APC. I mean, the APC has a storm bolter.
Or we could always give it to Adam.
Wait, I mean, did you want to ask about it? Did you want to look at it?
Yes, I would like to ask about it.
Okay.
What happened to the heavy bolter?
They met. Let's see. You speak to one of the guards, and they tell you that it was put in a special armory and they asked if you wanted
And
to
who's
see
in
it.
command of the special armor?
Oh, like they are in no
Yes,
way
I do
attempting
want to see
to,
it.
they have no interest in fact, hiding it from you. If you want, you can take a look at it.
I would like to see it, yes. And if you had a picture of it, that would be even more
I'm
helpful.
trying to find a picture of it right now. By the way, I'd like to let you know that I found a picture of a heavy bolter mounted onto a bicycle. No, sorry, a motorcycle.
All right. Well, that I might
How
I
big
might
is
see
that
that.
motorcycle?
Uh, it's meant for a Space Marine motorcycle.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little bit more
It
reasonable
has
then.
double jets in the back.
I don't
Hey
think
man, if I can reach the controls, I would take that motorcycle
I don't
too.
think you could. I don't think you're large enough to use a space marine jet bike that large.
Just you know what? Let's see. Do you want to see a GIF of a heavy bolter being fired?
More
Sure.
Daka?
All right, I'm gonna send it to you in Skype.
I shut my Skype down.
Well, you kind of. Oh, I see you. I see you. I'm gonna.
I'll look at it later.
All right. And you know what? I'll just for the moment, just for the awesomeness, I will share it with stream real quick.
Okay.
So the screen now has the heavy bolter being fired. All right.
What screen?
I shared it with
Oh,
the stream.
on Skype?
No, like the live
Skype
stream.
screen?
The live streaming.
Oh. I'm not what?
Okay. So you notice, from what you can see of it, it doesn't look like a normal heavy bolter that you've seen before. The color scheme seems all wrong.
It's all wrong.
It's all wrong from what you've seen. In fact, it looks like an older design, maybe.
Them are the best ones.
Do you have anything else to say on this subject, Tricky?
Yeah, I would like to keep that and bring it back to our ship.
Oh, you want to
You
actually
can't.
take it. You definitely will need to ask permission if you want to take it with
I,
you.
I would like to ask permission to confiscate that for the well-being of
Okay.
the Emperor's
Okay.
guards.
Tricky, I need you to roll me a. Okay, I'm gonna give you a choice, and it's gonna determine how you want to do this. Okay.
Okay.
Your choices are: you can attempt to perform a charm fellowship check, or a command check of any of choices you want, or you can attempt a logic check.
I think Tricky
Gosh, I don't have either one. Are you kidding me? How come I can't do a command check?
I said you could do a
You
command
said
check.
you could do a command.
Oh, I'll do a command check then.
Yeah, basically, however you choose to do it, we have to
Oh,
create a explanation
yeah.
for it.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to mention that he rolled a 6 out of 50. So, okay, Tricky, go ahead and let's hear how you're going to perform this command check. What are you going
I
to tell
order
them?
you to load. I'm ordering them to load that gun into our ship, and there will be no further talk about it.
Uh, at first, they look like they're going to resist you, but then they notice that you're marked a sergeant, and they're not really used to the bands on your uniform. But you look really important, and you just talked with the planetary governor, and maybe you need it to protect their butts when for because you've also agreed to help them protect the unknown Xeno thing. So they kind of look at each other and shrug, and so like 6 soldiers come and they lift the heavy bolter up, and they carry it to a anti-grav loader, and they basically push the loader and they follow you back to your ship.
Sweet. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but you never know. We might be able to use it in the future.
To the ship.
All right, to the ship. Nick, you noticed that Mia, Raven, and some of the other characters you left behind on the station are now at the ship.
Okay.
They're outside waving for you. Raven seems a lot better than she did last time you saw her. Rachel
True.
seems she's in a. Let's see. Did Rachel get hit in that last confrontation? I can't remember.
No.
Okay, so she's fine. Okay, it was
No, Rachel
Mia
did
that
not
was
get hit.
hurt. Yeah, Mia's the one who got hurt. Okay.
Yeah.
Was Rachel with y'all? No, we left her behind. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out where we are. So Rachel's outside, kind of
And
waving.
Nick shot Raven.
Well, that's okay. You both ate Raven's blood, so.
Does that give me a physical kinetic link with Raven?
I think now you're all connected to Raven in ways you didn't want. Um, you see Raven kind of making a wave, though it seems a little hyperactive kind of wave. Um, Adam is not there. Mia's there, but she's kind of like she's got like some sort of strange cast on her leg, and she's putting a lot of her pressure on her other leg.
Okay. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's head inside.
So Tricky, as your loader gets closer, Raven starts staring at the heavy bolter.
I
Oh, hold on,
tell her
guys.
that's for our protection.
Hold on, guys.
You alright? You guys there?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh.
DK?
She alright?
DK? Did we lose DK?
I don't know. I think I'm connected to you.
I mean, it still says he's here. DK, do you have yourself muted?
I'll be right back while that's going on. That's what you.
DK, are you still here? DK? DK, are you here?
I'm sorry about that, guys.